and welcome to my channel. Finally we're here. This is like a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, but just not really able to wrap my head around it. There's just so much thing that comes, you think it's easy to just come up with a channel and record yourself, but if you don't have anybody to record yourself, it's kind of hard because you have to really know how to angle yourself, and it's not just about recording yourself, it also has to what are you going to talk about, how you need to really come up with wrap your head around it and really be straight with your thoughts and just be able to say what you have to say. Sometimes it's just like nerve-wracking to think of like what I'm gonna say, and what are the points that I need to mention about. So, but yeah, finally we're here. Really welcome you to my channel, and I hope you would subscribe, or if you like what you're seeing and you're interested to see the future videos, feel free to subscribe down the link below. First, I want to talk about the name of my channel. The name of my channel is Wheels Media. That's what I can think of for now. It might probably change in the future, but for the time being, it's called Wheels Media. I'm going to talk about the name Will. For those of you, I'm sure for most of the people that subscribe to my channel, it's going to be people that knows me personally, and that's not my name. But my real name is Lem Will. It's like Lemuel, and I'm a Filipino. I come from the Philippines, and in my country, we usually call people by their nicknames. And in my case, some would call me Lem, which is the first half of my first name, or some would call me Will, like the other half of my first name. And so now that I am here in Turks and Caicos, people, especially at work, I have my nameplate on my chest, and then when they see it, they would say like, "Oh, how do you pronounce your name?" And I tell them, "Oh, it's Lemuel." And then they try to say it back, but they just don't get it. They butcher my name. So instead of like having that experience, I would just tell them, "Oh, you can just call me Will. It's a lot easier to pronounce, and it's a lot easier to remember." I say Will because it's closer to the second half of my first name, which is, it's spelled U-E-L, and when you read it, it's like Will. And so it's still kind of hard to pronounce, maybe even spell out. So instead, for the ease of those people that ask for my name or my nickname, I just give them Will. It's a lot easier. Plus, I could also use it as like my screen name, So that's where the Will comes from. Second, I want to talk about, I'm from the Philippines. I'm currently here in Turks and Caicos, which is part of the Caribbean islands. I've been here for 4 years now, and I also wanted to mention about okay, I'm a Filipino, but why am I not talking in my native language or my own language? The reason being because I'm not just trying to reach Filipinos as my only subscriber. I'm open to having a subscriber from all over the world. So and English is like the universal language, so might as well speak in English so that other people could still understand me. I know my English is not that good, but just bear with me. I think you would understand. You used to get the point or the idea of what I'm trying to get across, the kind of message that I wanted to get across with. Third, I want to talk about my channel. My channel is going to be about tech reviews, maybe some video tutorials or tips and tricks. I'm going to be also doing some vlogs and some discussions or some Q&As maybe. That will really, how my channel is going to go is dependent, at least for now, of what kind of response I'm getting from my subscribers, because if my subscribers would say, "Hey, I would like you to do this, I would like you to do that," and they, the kind of response that I get is actually the kind of direction that I'm going to go to. But me personally, I like doing some tech reviews. Sometimes I like to geek out sometimes, so I just love to play around with gadgets, phones, technologies, and not just about that, but diving into detailed way of how to use it, certain software or a product. I like that kind of thing, and where most of my video or what most of my videos is going to be. But like I said, it's the direction of my vlog or my channel is, for now, is pretty much dependent on the kind of response that I'm getting from my subscribers. So keep your comments coming in, guys, because I really need it. Right now, this is my first video, but as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but the background that I have is actually not my real background. I edited. My apartment is not that big. It's really a small apartment, and I don't have a lot of space where I could have my own studio, or I could have a good space for me to record myself with a nice background. So for now, I just do a green screen background and then just edit it and replace it with something nice and something realistic, I guess. And I hope I'm doing justice here with the green screen background. So yeah, keep your comments coming in. Subscribe if you like this video, or if you're interested in watching my next videos. If you could also do me a favor, I would love you to share this video to your Facebook and ask for your friends to subscribe to my channel as well, so that way I could get a lot more inspiration or motivation from people, you know, if they wanted me to do this and do that kind of videos, then I will do my best to do it and just be able to keep providing a good content for everybody. So keep it coming, guys. I hope you enjoy this, and really welcome to my channel, and thank you. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.